In the vibrant, fast-paced city where love was seemingly just a swipe away, lived Rachel and Jake, two individuals in search of meaningful connections. Rachel, a marketing executive in her late 20s, balanced her days between brainstorming advertising campaigns and swiping through dating apps, hoping to find someone genuine amidst the sea of filtered selfies and cliched bios. Despite her optimism, her dates often ended in awkward silences or with forced laughter at uninspiring jokes. Frustrated but undeterred, Rachel clung to the hope that true love was out there, waiting for the right moment to appear. Jake, a graphic designer with an eye for detail and a passion for capturing life's beauty through his camera, shared a similar sentiment. In his early 30s, he had a knack for finding the extraordinary in the ordinary, whether through quirky art exhibits or impromptu road trips. However, his dating experiences often left him feeling disheartened. His dates seemed more interested in their phones than engaging in real conversations, leaving him to wonder if anyone shared his zest for life and genuine connection. One Friday evening, Rachel and Jake found themselves at a trendy coffee shop known for its artisanal brews and cozy ambiance. The shop, buzzing with the chatter of patrons and the hum of espresso machines, provided a sanctuary for both to unwind after another round of uninspiring dates. Unbeknownst to each other, they both ordered the same exotic blend, a limited edition that required a bit of a wait. Absorbed in their own thoughts, Rachel and Jake absent-mindedly placed their phones on the counter while waiting for their orders. In a twist of fate, a sudden rush of customers and a careless barista led to their phones being switched without either noticing. Rachel grabbed her cup and, without a second glance, pocketed the phone on the counter, assuming it was hers. Jake did the same, each unaware of the mix-up that would soon intertwine their paths. Later that night, Rachel settled into her couch, ready to swipe through potential matches and unwind from the day. She unlocked the phone, only to be greeted by an unfamiliar interface and a flurry of notifications. Confused, she scrolled through the messages, realizing the phone wasn't hers. Her initial panic was quickly replaced by curiosity as she delved into the life of its owner, Jake. She chuckled at the playful banter in his chats and admired his quirky photo collection, his taste in music, and his love for indie films. Meanwhile, Jake discovered Rachel's phone in his possession. He, too, was puzzled at first but soon found himself intrigued by the witty exchanges and creative selfies on her dating app profile. Her love for spontaneous adventures, her appreciation for art, and her heartfelt messages to friends made him feel an unexpected connection. Both Rachel and Jake, fascinated by the glimpse into each other's lives, decided to deal with the situation the next morning. They went to bed with a sense of anticipation, wondering who the other person was and how their paths had crossed so serendipitously. The following day, they agreed to meet at the same coffee shop to exchange phones. Rachel, after realizing she had Jake's phone, quickly accessed his social media account. She sent herself a message from Jake's account explaining the mix-up and proposing a meetup to exchange their phones. Meanwhile, Jake, upon discovering he had Rachel's phone, did the same. He used her email to send himself a message suggesting they meet the next day at the coffee shop. When they both saw the messages, they confirmed the time and place, relieved to have found a way to resolve the situation. Rachel arrived first, nervously sipping her latte as she scanned the room. Jake walked in a few minutes later, and their eyes met. There was an instant spark, a shared understanding of the humor and warmth they had discovered through each other's phones. Laughing off the initial awkwardness, they exchanged phones and chatted about the uncanny turn of events. Their conversation flowed effortlessly, a stark contrast to their usual first dates. They joked about the quirks they'd noticed in each other's messages and shared stories of their most memorable dating app encounters. Over the next few weeks, Rachel and Jake found themselves texting and meeting up more frequently. They bonded over their shared experiences and the absurdity of modern dating. Each encounter brought them closer, their connection growing deeper with every laugh and heartfelt conversation. One evening, as they strolled through a bustling street fair, Rachel noticed a booth offering personalized phone cases. With a mischievous grin, she pulled Jake towards it. They spent the next hour designing cases that reflected their personalities. Rachel's adorned with colorful, abstract patterns, and Jake's featuring minimalist, black and white sketches. As they walked away, Rachel playfully bumped Jake's shoulder. "You know, this whole mix-up might have been the best thing that's happened to me in a long time." Jake smiled, his eyes twinkling with affection. "I couldn't agree more. It's funny how things work out sometimes." Their friendship blossomed into something more, filled with spontaneous adventures and late-night conversations. They discovered hidden gems in the city, indulged in quirky art exhibits, and embarked on impromptu road trips to scenic destinations. Each experience brought them closer, their bond deepening with every shared moment. One day, as they explored a local farmer's market, Jake turned to Rachel with a thoughtful expression. "You know, I've been thinking, what if we started our own little project together? Something that combines our love for art and adventure?" Rachel's eyes lit up with excitement. "That sounds amazing. What did you have in mind?" Jake grinned. "How about a blog where we document our adventures, showcase local art, and share our favorite spots in the city? We could call it Love at First Swipe." Rachel laughed, her heart swelling with affection. "I love it. Let's do it." Their blog quickly gained a following, resonating with people who appreciated their genuine connection and shared interests. They poured their hearts into the project, capturing candid moments and writing heartfelt stories about their experiences. As the months passed, Rachel and Jake's relationship grew stronger, marked by a series of heartwarming moments and humorous escapades. They supported each other's dreams and ambitions, celebrating successes and offering comfort during setbacks. Their love story, born from a serendipitous mix-up, became a testament to the magic of unexpected connections and the beauty of finding love in the most unconventional ways. As Rachel and Jake's blog flourished, their lives became more intertwined than ever. They found joy in the smallest moments, like lazy Sunday mornings spent cooking breakfast together, or quiet evenings on the couch, brainstorming new ideas for their blog. Their bond, built on a foundation of shared experiences and mutual understanding, grew deeper with each passing day. However, not everything was as smooth as their romantic story might suggest. As their blog gained popularity, so did the demands on their time and energy. Rachel's marketing career began to require more of her attention, and Jake's freelance design projects started piling up. The balance they had maintained so effortlessly started to tip, causing stress and misunderstandings to creep into their relationship. One particularly hectic week, a major deadline loomed for Rachel's company, while Jake struggled to complete a high-profile design project. Their once synchronized schedules fell out of harmony, leading to late nights and missed calls. The tension reached its peak during an argument over their blog, where creative differences and fatigue led to harsh words and hurt feelings. They both knew they needed space and reluctantly decided to take a break from each other and the blog. During their time apart, Rachel and Jake found themselves reflecting on what had gone wrong. Rachel threw herself into her work, trying to numb the ache of their separation. She realized how much she missed their spontaneous adventures and heartfelt conversations. She missed the way Jake could make her laugh, even on the toughest days, and how they could talk for hours about their dreams and aspirations. Jake, on the other hand, sought solace in his photography, capturing the beauty of the city that now felt emptier without Rachel by his side. He visited their favorite spots, reminiscing about the moments they had shared. He missed Rachel's infectious energy, her creativity, and the way she saw the world with such vivid colors. The separation made him realize how much he had taken their time together for granted. As weeks turned into months, the void left by their absence grew too large to ignore. Rachel and Jake both knew they needed to make a choice. Either move on from what they had, or fight to rebuild it. A catalyst for their decision came in the form of an email notification, an anniversary reminder from the coffee shop where their story had begun. It was a sign neither could ignore. Determined to make amends, Jake decided to reach out to Rachel. He planned a surprise that combined all the elements of their journey together. On the day of the coffee shop anniversary, Rachel received a package at her office. Inside was a Polaroid camera and a note that read, "Meet me where it all started." With a mix of nerves and excitement, Rachel made her way to the coffee shop. As she entered, she saw Jake standing by the counter, holding his own Polaroid camera. The familiarity of the scene brought back a flood of memories, reminding them both of how far they had come. Jake gestured towards a table set up with a scrapbook and a box of Polaroid photos they had taken over the past year. Each photo represented a moment of joy, laughter, and adventure they had shared. The scrapbook was filled with notes, sketches, and little mementos from their journey. Rachel's heart swelled as she flipped through the pages, realizing how much love and effort Jake had put into this gesture. She looked up at him, tears of gratitude in her eyes. Jake stepped closer, holding out his hand, silently asking for a second chance. They spent the afternoon reminiscing, laughing, and rekindling the connection they had almost lost. The walls of their past misunderstandings slowly crumbled, replaced by a renewed sense of commitment and understanding. They realized that their love was worth fighting for, and that their bond was stronger than any obstacles they might face. In the weeks that followed, Rachel and Jake worked on rebuilding their relationship with a new sense of purpose. They learned to communicate better, balancing their individual passions with their shared dreams. Their blog, Love at First Swipe, took on a new direction, focusing on honest stories about love, challenges, and the beauty of finding your way back to each other. Their journey wasn't perfect, but it was real and filled with moments that mattered. Rachel and Jake discovered that love wasn't just about the good times, but about weathering the storms together. Their story, born from a serendipitous mix-up and strengthened by perseverance, became a testament to the power of unexpected connections and the beauty of second chances. As they looked towards the future, Rachel and Jake knew that whatever challenges or adventures lay ahead, they would face them hand in hand. Their connection, forged through an accidental phone swap and nurtured through countless shared moments, was unbreakable. And so, with hearts full of love and minds full of dreams, they embarked on the next phase of their journey, ready to write the next chapter of their beautiful, serendipitous love story.